What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here on ChunkSMP. And you may have noticed things look a little different. It's because we're rocking the 172 release. And I've put in a bunch of walkways here. At first my original plan was to be in the mountain and have pathways through the mountain and things like that, but I'm liking this so much better with these pathways that are exposed and you can see them. They just travel around everywhere. It's just awesome. So I went ahead and put in some snow golems because I thought that'd be kind of cool since now we've got snow that's going to form naturally anyway. We'll just help that out a little bit with some golems. And there's a couple of things that I want to talk with y'all about. We're going to do a small build today. But essentially, this week has been really interesting. So I won't name the provider, but we have a hosting provider that we have been using for Chunk. And they, for whatever reason, just completely dropped the ball, and Chunk was down for like 2 days, and finally after 2 days I said, you know what, this isn't worth it. And so we dumped them, got the world file, and then we were like, okay, now that we've dumped them, we got to find a new host, which is always a pain in the butt. But I went and I found a host that I really like. They're, again, not going to mention any names because I have just horrible luck with hosts. But we found a host, and so far I have to say I've been very pleased with them. We got the server up and running about an hour ago on the new host, and these people seem to be on their game. It took us very little time to get the server set up. We were up and running, and didn't require any didn't require us opening a support ticket or anything. And that was the problem with the other provider too. Was pretty much if you wanted to do anything, like even adding a custom jar, you just had to call support. You had to request a support session. That was the only way that you could get any level of support, and that's aggravating. You know, that's very aggravating. I shouldn't have to call you and ask you to, update the jar file on my server. I mean, after all, I am paying for the thing. But anyway, so we got this set up, got it running, and like I said, I've been really pleased with them for the first hour or so that we've been running on this new server. One of the things that really impressed me is just the speed at which we got it all set up compared to the previous provider. The previous provider, I liked them because of what they claim to offer as far as their hardware specifications and things like that, which most hosting providers won't tell you that. They'll just say, oh yeah, we host Minecraft. But it's like, well, okay, but what's the hardware behind that? That's really one of the things that I want to know is what is the hardware behind your hosting? And this company was real cool. They listed out everything just straight off the bat. Hey, this is what we host with. This is the processes that we use and things like that. And I was just so impressed with, like I said, the speed in which we got set up. And I've been a multi-craft guy for a long time, and I had an experience with the MyMC panel on another host, and it was just garbage. I had such a hard time using it. It was ridiculous. These people, I mean, they've got it together. It took just almost no time. We got set up. I got all the configuration done, and we're online, and so far it's been running really well. It is more expensive than what I was paying for, and I guess that kind of goes back to paying for what you get. But personally, if it's going to alleviate all the headaches that I've been having with the other provider, I'm actually really happy. Because just to change jars, when we wanted to move to 172, I had to put in a support ticket. And like I said, I shouldn't have to do that. Oh my gosh, I did not bring enough supplies for anything. Let's see, I think I've got some stuff back at base. Let's go see. I like these little snow golems, they're awesome. Hopefully I've got some supplies. If not, we might have to cut and I'll go do some farming because that's probably going to take a while. Let's take a look here. Stone brick. Okay, I've got enough stone to make some stone brick. That's not a problem. Got plenty of glass. Do I have any sacks? I do. Excellent. Okay, good. We're good there. Got some spruce wood and some spruce stairs. Okay, I think we might be alright. Let's make some stained glass here. Oh, ended up with 64. That's cool. Make some panes. Black, right? Yeah, it is. Excellent. Okay. Oh, and I need to make the stone brick as well. That. So let's like that. There we go. Stone brick. Excellent. Back up top. So, again, I am really excited. I'm happy that I finally got a hosting provider that is responsive, that's easy to use. Sorry, I had to make a quick cut. Apparently someone rang the doorbell. Make a path across. That's a problem. I did not think about that when I designed this. I have to go. Let's take the shortcut. I guess this isn't too bad. I can just cut through the nether portal. There we go. But, like I was saying, I'm happy to have a host that is a good host and seems to be on top of their game, and that's very exciting to me because, you know, I enjoy having a server, but I don't really enjoy the management of the server. Like, I don't like having to sit here and, you know, make sure that everything is running smoothly, and that's kind of what I had to do with this other provider. I had to constantly monitor it, and I was always having to open up support tickets for ridiculous things. But anyway, we're going to stop talking about the other hosting provider. There's something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. You may or may not have heard of it, but there is a computer virus that's been going around for a couple of years now, but it's actually gotten a new life in the last few weeks, which it is a, it's called Crypto Locker. And this is bad news. I mean, bad news. What this thing does is it gets onto your system, and then it goes through and finds all of the documents on your computer and takes them and encrypts them so that you don't have access to them anymore. And it does it using what people have described as perfect encryption. So it goes and does this, and then it basically ransoms your data, saying, well, if you want it back, you know, you can pay us $300 and we'll give it back to you. Of course, the thing to remember is we're dealing with a criminal enterprise who might just take your money and say, we're not going to give you your data back. But apparently this has been pretty rampant in the last few weeks because I've heard a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people are freaked out by it. But It's out there, it's running around, it is the only the only good point about it, if you can find a good point, is that it's Windows only. So Mac and Linux, you're pretty much okay. Of course, it doesn't mean there won't be a variant of it soon, but as of right now, that's all there is. And the cryptography that this thing uses is classified as, we consider it perfect, in that it does everything right, and once it encrypts your data, there is no hope of you getting it back on your own. I mean, it's just, you consider it gone. And this thing is out there doing its thing, and it's just so terrible. And from what I understand about it, there aren't very many virus scanners that can even see it, mainly because of the way that it acts. Got to press the right button. Let's pick that up. Here we go. By the way, I'm loving the stained glass. Absolutely loving it. I'm going to go back and replace all of my glass with the black stained glass. It's absolutely incredible. There we go. I'm just going to put a flat roof on this thing. This. Well, maybe like that. I haven't quite decided what this building is going to be, but I felt like we needed a building because we have a building over there which I'm going to have to do something with, and this is another peak that's in my area. I kind of felt just needed something. So essentially, I pretty much just like designed the walkways. Then I was like, oh yeah, we need to put a building there. We need to put a building there. Just kind of going, oh, that's great. Oh, there was a bit of lag there involving my fall damage. I think that's probably because I've got some stuff downloading right now. I'm probably making it unhappy. Let's pillar back up. Our axe. Knock that out. Wow, some decent lag. But this server is hosted in New York, US-based server. And I chose New York because there was an option to host it in Dallas, which is literally like, less than 200 miles from me. But I chose New York because I thought that it would put us on a more level playing field with the other players. In that, if I chose a site that was just right next door, it would I would have really incredible gameplay experience, and everybody else would kind of suck. So I just decided that New York is good because I looked at the internet backbone map, and I kind of figured that based on what I was seeing and the connectivity layers, that I would pretty much have the same ping, or at least very close to it, as the European users. So that was kind of my way of just leveling the playing field a little bit. Now, Chris, on the other hand, he lives in New York, so he is just, I'm sure he's just as content as can be. I need more jungle wood. Or spruce wood. Let's go get some spruce wood real quick. But I'm sure he's just about as happy as can be. But it just made sense to do it that way. Let's go over there. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this pathway. I need to figure something out. I don't like the way it looks, but I don't really know how else I'm going to do it. So we're just trying to figure that out right now. Also, I'm really excited to see, to kind of head out and see some new terrain generation. This portal is here because we had an issue. So, when we upgraded to 1.7.2, apparently there was a glitch, and it's the only way I can describe it. No one else has that I've heard of has reported this problem. But what basically happened was our overworld was fine, but our nether and our end got corrupted. And so we issued the update, logged in, and I had been in the end working on a rail line to go to the end farm. And I just immediately fell out of the world and died. And I was like, what's going on here? Something's not right. So I log back in. The overworld looks fine. I go into the nether, and the nether's been completely reset. And I'm like, oh, no, this is not good. Because I've been working on the nether hub a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. And it's like, I really did not want to lose all that. Well, it turns out that the fix was simple. I just took the world file backup and put it back in place and restarted the server, and everything came back. So I don't really know what caused that, but it definitely scared us quite a bit. And then, so after I had that little mini heart attack, then it was about a day and a half later, after we'd issued the update, that our hosting provider went down. And at first we thought it was just, a little minor issue or whatever, but they stayed down for 48 hours. We're like, okay, this isn't good. We need our server up, because I need to make videos, other people need to make videos. And it was just a problem, and it had nothing to do with me, but I felt bad because, I'm the guy that keeps this thing running, and I'm the guy that everybody's going to look to if there's a problem. So I felt bad, and it was just really aggravating. And in the end, we never did get a hold of anybody at the other hosting provider. We ended up just taking our last world backup and just moving it to a new server, saying to heck with it. Now, for the most part, there wasn't a lot of progress in that time, so most people didn't have a problem. But I felt bad for Chris. He had been on all day working on some stuff when the server went down. And the server only backs up every 12 hours. Well, I had gotten the backup, the previous 12-hour backup, and I was going to log on later that night and get the next 12-hour backup. Well, it went down. The way that it went down was after the second backup had finished, but before the third backup had started. I went to log in, and I noticed that I couldn't log in. And, well, long story short, all the files are now inaccessible. And I don't know if, maybe they've had an issue on their end. I don't know. I haven't been able to contact anyone about the problem. But like I said, it's been 48 hours, and so I talked with Chris, and he's like, just whatever we need to do to get the server back up. So basically, we lost about 20 hours worth of time on the server, of actual play time. Now, truthfully, the server was down for a little over 48 hours. But based on where the backups were, we lost about 20 hours of gameplay. And Chris was the guy that was the most affected by it. He said, no, it's cool, let's just get it back up. So that's what we did. And I'm really happy about that because, of course, if he wouldn't have been so understanding, we would not have Chunk back up yet, because we'd still be waiting to see if maybe that hosting provider were going to come back. Even if they do come back, we don't plan on using them anymore, but we were really hoping to at least get our very last backup from them. That's a problem. I did not think about that. Guess I have to put a door here too. That's the only way it's going to look right. Well, fine then. Let's put a door there. this right here. And I actually have no idea what this is going to be, but I do know that I needed to put something here. Break that out. My glass panes. Lucky I've got a... There we go. That works. Why did I close that off? That was dumb because I gotta break one. Wasting resources here on Chunk. There we go. That works. I like it. That works. Okay, now we're gonna come over here. Knock out that one. That one. We'll put down some glowstone. Like we got just enough. Place it there. There. There we go. That works. I like that. Make a crafting table quickly. I think it's so funny every time we update the game we get achievements again. I think they'd track that. Just be like, oh yeah, he already got that achievement. Don't worry about it. See, that's down. That's right, I was going to make 2 doors. That's not how you make a door. Go. Excellent. There's some doors. I am happy with the doors. Let's go put them in place. Put one there. Put one here. There we go. Great. I don't like the way that they don't look the same. Just having a bad time today placing blocks. There we go. So I think that works. I think we're good there. See what that looks like from the outside. I think it looks fine. So now what I want to do is I want to put a little upper area here. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to have to put it... I don't want to put it here, but I'm going to have to. Oh no, we're fine. That's great. That works. Okay. Let's go see if we have some ladders. And I also want to make some iron bars. Go ahead back over there and do that. Outside of that, not much else has changed. I've been pulling my hair out dealing with this hosting provider, and it's just been one heck of a roller coaster, and I'm just kind of happy that we're finally getting to some resemblance of something that will be stable. Here, hopefully I've got some ladders. I do. Excellent. Now I know I don't have any iron bars, but we can make some. I have tons of iron to go. Oh, look at that. I have 18. Take those. I think I'm going to need more. In fact, I know I'm going to need more, but there's a crafting table over there. Pretty soon I'm going to have to do some work off camera and get some resources. I'm starting to get pretty low. But I found myself so much in a building mood lately, just building walkways, establishing things that I'm really enjoying it. And you don't want to grind out, but you end up having to do it just to keep things going. But I hate doing the grind work. I'd much rather just do the building. Unfortunately, you got to do both, though. That's just the way it is. Let's see. Let's get our ladders. Oh, that's right. I've run into this problem before. Put a ladder. Now, that's not going to look right, so let's get rid of that. Let's take this out. We'll put wood over there. Put a glowstone there. That looks right. Let's head up. Now what I want to do is I want to take iron bars. And I know this isn't going to be enough. Let's just see how this looks. Go around the top. This is going to make an overlook area. I've seen some houses, especially older houses, that have this, and I think it's pretty cool. We can actually like go up on the roof and look around. Like down here, let's make some more iron bars. It's like that. No. No. Make them. Honestly cannot remember now. Overthinking this? Alright, I'm going to pause the recording for a minute, figure out what I need to do to make iron bars. I'll be right back. Okay guys, welcome back. Really? It's that simple. I don't know why I didn't try that. I think 32 is going to be enough. I don't want to make too many of these, because I never use them for anything. But let's just see. Let's get up the ladder. Look like. There we go. That's cool. I like it. Works for me. Drop down some torches. That way we don't get any bad things spawning. There we go. That'll work for now. Let's see what we've done. I like it. I think it looks good. Let's go. Probably gonna regret this. Yeah, we did okay. Yeah, I think I like it. I think it looks good. Kind of nice being out there all by itself. Alright. Well, I've got Blur hitting me up on Skype telling me he's not whitelisted. I'm betting I misspelled his player name. Let's see. So I had ended up putting a dash in his name, and that's what caused the issue. One of the disadvantages of building a brand new server with nothing but the world files, I had to rebuild all the whitelist and everything else, and oh, it's just a mess. But yeah, I think this is looking really cool. Got our church over there. We've got these walkways spiraling down and around, and a couple of connections I want to make. I want to make a connection from there to there. That way the lower level can have an independent connection. And I kind of feel like I want to start building on this side now and then make a bridge across. But if I do that, I want to make a nice sort of curved bridge that kind of comes across. we were kind of concerned about how they were going to perform because this is a US-based server. But like I said, I kind of looked at the internet backbone and kind of figured that we would at least be on equal playing ground. Glad not a lag issue. Yeah, I am liking this. I'm liking this. And then also we've got room. We can build another layer of terraces down here and bring off across like this maybe with a layer. So there's just tons of expansion room that we've got, and we haven't even really started messing with the other side. Am I going to miss that? Yep, I am. Let's see if we can get maybe... Oh, no, no. That almost ended us. What can we do? Let's go over there. There we go. That works. Anyway, what I was going to do was I was trying to get over. There we go. So, we haven't really done anything on this side. So that's definitely something that I want to start thinking about, is getting stuff going on that side, on this side of the hill. Better eat before I throw any more pearls. Then the other thing is we've got this other side over here we really haven't touched either. So we've got tons and tons of expansion room. But I don't want to just build structures for the sake of building structures. So I want to start putting some of these to use. So I think that's what we're going to be doing over the next few episodes, is maybe fleshing these out, because a lot of these are still in their rough stage. I haven't gone back and done the detail work, mainly because I really don't like doing that. But we're going to probably come back and start doing the detail work on some of these and get some of these finished out. I mean, we haven't even started messing with the supply room. I mean, I got all these chests here. I haven't put anything in them. So we'll probably move our main supply room into here now. And we'll start working on fleshing out some of our rooms. I have made a few changes that you may not have seen. I can't recall. I did lose some episodes that I had recorded, and I felt bad about that. But I changed this to clay now that I've got some decent access to clay. I think it looks better. I'm not sure about this. I think I might change this. It's quite distracting, I think. And then, of course, we're going to have to put in stained glass because, I mean, it's a church, right? You know? What we would expect. But alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Also, just to let you know, I'm probably going to be trying to start up an LP. I don't know if it's going to be the same LP that I started with, or if it's going to be a completely separate LP, because we haven't seen that world in probably 6 months, and it may be worth it just to start all over with a 1.7 world. We don't really know yet. We're going to have to try to figure that out. I love the way this place looks at night. Just haven't quite decided yet. If I do start one up, I'm going to try to shoot for a Saturday release date. So, as of right now, I've got Chunk on Tuesday, and then we've got New Lands on Thursday. So, possibly on Saturday, if everything goes well, I might be starting up a let's play 1.7 survival. Alright. Again, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.